wants. He wants some work. Looking forward to getting another look at this knockdown in the third round.
Okay.
But make sure you keep your right hand up, though, okay? All right?
Cuando trabajes tus combinaciones, no bajes la derecha y te sacas derecho para atrás, ¿ok? Todo el tiempo trabajas tus combinaciones y de volada esté otra vez aquí abajito, buscando y otra vez a combinar la siguiente, ¿ok?
Let's check this knockout. Knockdown out. Almanza is trying to hold him. He just gets tagged on his sides. So two lefts, a right, and then sort of a left hook, left uppercut that sent him on his back.
That's the one that really caused the damage.
See, those are,
and then boom.
Those are legitimate left hooks to the body. There's another angle. 1, 2, a missed right, and then sort of a left hook uppercut that puts Almanza on his back. I don't think Almanza had anything to complain about.
Well, just a bad move or lack of on behalf of Almanza. You don't want to be standing, straight in that vulnerable position for 2 or 3 punches coming your way.
Well, he's trying to do some cute stuff in there. We just saw sort of a dipsy-do where he got down, moving his head, but that's a dangerous move to employ with a fighter like Abner Mares. And you don't want to just kind of reach in and try to grab Mares around his waist like he did in that last round, because Mares will punish you.
But he has a tendency to kind of lean forward. He'll plant his feet and then kind of lean forward, and that's I think that's suicidal when it comes to facing a guy like Mares.
Absolutely. I think Mares buzzed Almanza with a right cross a moment ago. And then he followed up to the body, and one of his punches did stray low, and Raul Caiz did warn Mares for that.
A nice left.
Boy, he is mixing those punches up nicely.
I think that solid left that really wobbled him, or not really wobbled him, but really shook him up.
We saw a few body shots from Almanza. That might be a good idea for him to slip a few to the midsection whenever he can.
All right, now it's Almanza backing up Abner. A little pushing and shoving.
A little bit of holding on the inside.
And Caiz restoring a little order here.
I think as this fight goes on, Almanza's going to want to hold Mares when they are in close. Otherwise, he's going to get punished to the body.
He's not, he's not moving as much. He's
right.
flat-footed.
That's the gradual accumulation of punishment starting to show itself on what Almanza does in the ring.
So now he becomes a more stationary target. Still moving a little, but so much easier to catch someone.
If Almanza doesn't move, he's just going to get worked over. He's got to move. And that's one of the reasons why everyone, real hardcore fight fans have so much anticipation for Mares' title challenge with Yanni Perez, is that Perez stays right there. He stands his ground, and he's an excellent in-fighter just like Mares is.
All right, we're heading towards the end of round 4. We'll be back with more Fight Night. All right, we're back at LA Live. This is Club Nokia. You're watching Abner Mares and Felipe Almanza in the main event of tonight's triple card, the triple header. So far, I would imagine you have Abner Mares way ahead.
Absolutely, and I gave him a 10-8 round for his knockdown in round 3. So he's doing what we expected of him, but Almanza's not making it easy. He's crafty, but I think he's begun to slip into survival mode. But that's something for Mares to work on. That's something he's going to have to deal with later in his career. Guys who are stick and move specialists, guys who are not afraid to stink it out a little bit if they have to. was a nice jab we're seeing from Almanza. So he hasn't given up completely. And it's a smart thing for him, you know, make Abner think twice before just wading in with those hard body shots.
That was a nice left and right by Morris.
Yeah, nice left uppercut on the inside. I like Abner, you know, Abner does set his punches up with a jab. It's not the hardest jab out there. It's just more of a range finder for his power punches, which he lets go, and he does land with a lot of accuracy. But I'm thinking against Yanni Perez, he's going to need a real hard jab to get his respect when they're boxing on the outside from the distance.
All right, now completely against the ropes, and he's just firing away. Abner Morris now just
heaping punishment on Almanza.
That was just target practice. Another nice left hook, kind of a left hook uppercut.
He's starting to really break him down.
Yeah, I was going to say, with this type of punishment, how long can Almanza last?
I'm thinking another round or two. He just took a knee right there.
Maybe not even that long.
Right.
And that is over.
Yep.
Raul Caiz is saying there is no need to continue. I don't even think Almanza wanted to.
I think Caiz could read his body language and see that he was wilting very quickly.
He just kind of fell apart. Look at him, he can barely sit.
He was getting worked over all over his body, his chin, his arms, his chest, his midsection. He had the fight taken out of him by Abner Morris, who looked very sharp, as usual.
So cool and calculating. Abner Morris is getting it done, kind of like a lumberjack, just chopping away left and right, and eventually the tree had to go down. In this case, Almanza is still being examined, making sure that everything is okay.
He looks dejected, but he is a soundly defeated fighter. You know, there were no complaints from him that time when he went down.
And finally, a little smile from Abner, who acknowledges the camera.
Let's see how he closed the show. Misses with the left uppercut. Tries to measure him with the right uppercut. Always in position to throw punches. I think Almanza went down from an accumulation of punches before those missed uppercuts, because he was getting nailed to the body. And that left uppercut did graze him. The right uppercut landed right on the chin. There was a solid right uppercut before it went down. And Almanza's corner waved it off.
He was just at the edge of the precipice. It was just a matter of pushing him over. All right, we're going to come back with the decision after this. All right, we are back ringside. This is Fight Night Club. You just witnessed Abner Morris with another display of his calculated attack. Never rushed anything, never pushed the fight, and was able to obtain the so desired knockout. Here is Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes, 23 seconds into round number 5. Referee Raul Caiz calls a halt to the bout for your winner by knockout victory and still undefeated, Abner Morris.
The crowd is happy. Abner Morris is obviously content with yet another win, improving to a perfect 20-0 mark, 13 knockouts. The former Olympian, the man who's been waiting for that title shot, is now ready. And so is Doug Fisher, who is standing next to the winner.
Thank you, Mario. I'm with the winner, Abner Morris. Congratulations on another victory. Did you get the work that you wanted to prepare you for your title fight on May 22nd?
I think I did. I don't know about you guys, but I personally thought that he gave me a couple of rounds. He had me on my toes. Slick fighter. He's real. He had a lot of fights. He's a professional, but there was times he wanted to get dirty. So that's when I got a little cautious. But other than that, I think I got the work done today, and I showed, you know, a little bit of Abner Morris again.
Yeah, and we only got 4.5 rounds of action, but we're going to take a look at some of the highlights of those 4.5 rounds, and you give us your take on what you're seeing right now.
Definitely, I'm trying to work the body. You know, that's how they say you work the body, and he goes, the head goes down. And then there you saw it, you know, I worked body, head, body combinations were just, you know, there. But again, I got to give it to him. He had a good head movement. He was in, you know, he wasn't a stationary fighter. So there you go, all combinations, 3, 4 combinations. And I think we were looking for that uppercut, and finally we got him.
Now, let me ask you a question. Is this the kind of style that you're going to see when you fight Yanni Perez a month and a half from now?
No, this is not definitely. I mean, for me, yeah, you're going to see an Abner who throws punches and, you know, punches, who never stops throwing, combinations, head movement, but the fighter was not fit to Johnny Perez. I'll tell you that from now, but we're definitely going to work on sparring. We're going to get the right sparring partners for Johnny Perez.
So it wasn't about what Almanza showed in the ring, it's about what you were working on in the ring. And what can you tell us just real quickly, what were the key things that you wanted to do tonight that you're going to employ against Perez?
A taller fighter, those overhand rights, definitely the uppercuts, because Johnny's a fighter that closes up a lot. You know, we got to work the inside punches, body work, definitely. So, I mean, we're just going to throw it out, you know, just to get that title back to Guadalajara, Jalisco, and Hawaiian Gardens.
They're represented here in the crowd. This is your second consecutive fight, nightclub fight here in Los Angeles. The next time you fight, you're going to be across the street in the big arena, Staples Center. Are you looking forward to building a big following here in Southern California?
Definitely. That's my goal. Like any fighter, I want to invite the people. I want to invite everybody, my followers, toda la raza que me vaya a ver. May 22nd. World Championship fight, Abner against Johnny Perez. And we're going to take it home. Vamos a ganar. Y viva Mexico.
They're going to be there to watch you. I'm going to be there. We're all looking forward to it. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, Mario.
All right, Doug, thank you. Abner Mares is ready to rise to the level of his competition when he goes across the street to the big stage. He is ready for the big time. We'll be back with more after these messages.